This is 1 gallon of diesel. Today, it costs $5.13. But here's the strange part. You will never actually touch most of what you're paying for. $2.24 of this gallon is crude oil, priced on the other side of the planet before it was ever fuel. So where does all $5.13 actually go? Let's take it apart. Every gallon of diesel is really 4 things wearing one price tag. The first and the biggest, crude oil, 43 cents of every dollar, the raw material. Then refining, taking that crude and cracking it into usable diesel, another 19%. Third, distribution, pipelines, terminals, trucks, the entire journey from refinery to your pump. 21%, and quietly, the part almost nobody talks about. And finally, taxes, 16% before you've driven a single mile. Add them together, and there it is, $5.13. 4 forces, 1 number. Let's walk through each one, starting with the giant. Crude oil, 43% of your gallon, and the most volatile 43% on Earth. Here's crude over the past year. For months it drifts, supply and demand roughly in balance, grinding sideways in the low 80s. And then, right around here, tension in the Strait of Hormuz, the narrow channel a fifth of the world's oil sails through, flares up. Watch the price. One headline, and overnight, crude jumps $20 a barrel. Diesel at your pump follows within weeks. Now, as tension cools, it eases back. Some dips as demand softens. Some spikes as supply tightens again. Today, it sits right here. That's the lesson. You're not buying diesel at a stable price. You're buying a barrel that trades on every war, every OPEC meeting, every pipeline that goes down, anywhere on Earth. So crude arrives at the refinery. But crude in your tank is useless. It's a thick, sour soup of hundreds of hydrocarbons. The refinery heats it, pressurizes it, and cracks it apart into gasoline, jet fuel, and diesel. And here's what controls this slice of your price, the crack spread, the gap between what crude costs and what diesel sells for. In winter, when diesel and heating oil are the same molecule fighting for the same barrel, that spread widens, and this 19% gets bigger. Refineries aren't gouging you. They're running a razor-thin conversion, and when it runs tight, you feel it at the pump. Now the part the other explainers skip. Your diesel is made, but it is not at your station. It has to travel. It leaves the refinery and moves through pipelines to a storage terminal. And at that terminal, something happens that sets the price of the fuel in your truck, and you've probably never heard its name. It's called the rack. The rack price is the wholesale price, what a distributor pays to load a tanker at the terminal every single morning. From there, it's trucked to your station, marked up, and sold to you. 21% of your gallon lives in this journey. The layer where fuel actually gets coordinated. Timing, logistics, which terminal, which rack, which day. Get it right and you save real money a gallon. Get it wrong and it evaporates. 16%. Taxes. And this is the slice that makes no sense because it depends on an invisible line. Which state you happen to be standing in. Every state taxes diesel differently. Watch. Federal tax is flat, 24 cents a gallon everywhere. But the states? In Alaska, it's under 9 cents. Drive to California, and it's 97. Same fuel, same truck. More than $1's difference decided by a border. On average, about 60 cents of every gallon is fuel tax, collected before you pull away from the pump. It funds the very roads you're burning it on. So, $5.13. Crude, the global giant. Refining, the razor-thin conversion. Distribution, the hidden journey and the rack, and taxes, the invisible border. Here's the payoff, the thing that makes you smarter than the guy complaining at the pump next to you. When diesel jumps, don't ask, why is diesel expensive? Ask, which slice moved? Was it a war moving crude? A cold snap moving the crack spread? A bottleneck at the rack? The pump only shows you one number. Now you can see all four. That's your gallon, taken apart. This is the barrel, where we decode the price of energy, one number at a time. Next time, why the same barrel makes both the cheapest and the most expensive fuel on the planet. See you at the rack.